Welcome to the HighRoad Solution one-stop demo series on message approval. I'm your host, Jenny, and I've been affiliated with HighRoad Solution for 9 years, first as a client and then as an employee. With experience handling deployments and deliverability for a wide range of clients, I really look to optimize engagement, also to ease the approval process and workflow within your organization. So today's content, we're going to cover why require message approval for sub-accounts and user accounts, and then we'll get into a live demo. So why require message approval? Depending on the size of your organization, the number of people sending emails in the platform, and the level of trust with your users, some organizations require or desire a message approval process. There is a message approval process that can be enabled on sub-accounts, so that's always been in the product. But depending on the size, the number of people, in your number of users, you might require message approval on your user accounts as well. So how do you know if message approval is a feature that is turned on or off your account right now? If you take a look at the screenshot on the left side, you'll see that when you're setting up a user account in the user profiles, you'll only see 3 user profile types: the system administration profile type, campaign management profile type, as well as reporting and statistics. Once the feature is enabled on your account, you'll see 4 options. You'll see the system administration, campaign management, reporting and statistics, and now a message review and approval role. So the workflow is that message approval feature enabled on the account. Now, how do you get the feature enabled on your account? Great question. You can simply send an email to support@highroadsolution.com or contact your account manager to enable that on your account. There is no fee to do this. Then the system administrator will have to go in and edit each user account to make approval required or optional. Then the system administrator needs to add a user account for the message review and approval role. So basically anyone that needs to be in control of what goes out through the system can be set up as the message review and approval role. The good thing about this is that this person for this role does not need to know how to send an email, does not even need to log into Blue Hornet at all to do this. They simply can do all of the actions from the email notification they receive from the system. Now it's live demo time. We're inside our HighRoad account, and as always, you've always been able to go to the administration, manage sub-accounts, and if you wanted to edit the permissions of a particular user account to enable message approval, you can scroll down, enable message approval, in which case you can give the admin email address here as well as the sub-account email address. This enables a workflow process, so once the sub-account does submit a message for approval, the person that is the admin email address will receive an email notification to log into the system and approve or decline that message. They can decline it with reasons. An email notification will go back to the sub-account user to alert them that the message was declined and what they need to do to fix it. That's for sub-accounts. So what do you do when you have user accounts? And so user accounts are set up, they're administration type roles, and so they have access to all of the features inside the product. They have access to all the reporting for all sent messages across all accounts. They can see all messages in the draft folder. But maybe you still want them, even if they have all this more admin level permissions, to still submit an email that they're sending for approval. So once the feature is enabled on your account, the first step a system administrator will need to do is go in and edit these user accounts and add. You'll see now that there's a couple more options here. So this person is set up as a system administrator and then message approval before sending. Now it is set to optional. You could make this required for this particular user. Now, currently, we don't have anyone set up as a user with the role message review and approval. So let's go ahead and set that up now. We're going to call this Gen Approver. and the company name, HighRoad Solution. And I'm going to set this up as the message review and approver. And you have two additional options if they are a message review and approval user role. You can approve and send or schedule. So this is a role that the approval only is by default. The approval and send or schedule is really a role that if somebody does have some level of access with the system and knowledge of the system, they could go in and actually send the email as well. So you wouldn't necessarily need the actual user to, the original user who created the email to send for approval. The approver approves it and it goes out either now or at the later time and date if it was a scheduled message. But you can also allow the approver to approve and send or schedule that. So if they want to go into the system and access that, and be able to launch the email themselves, they certainly can if you chose the approve and send. Otherwise, approval only and save. Great. Now, any one of these user accounts who does have the campaign manager or system administration role, now you can make message approval required for that user. Or you can leave it for optional. And that is how you enable message approval on user accounts. Thanks for joining us today. Have a great day.